Big up, guys. Welcome to this watch along, guys. Slightly late. Apologies for those of you that are on right now, guys. Many of you in the chat, and I'll be speaking to you guys shortly. If you've been waiting for quite a while, again, apologies. There's a few technical issues getting on there. A few of the boys will be on in a sec. How are you all? How are you all? To be honest, it's so weird when the Christmas festivities are on. To remember all the football games and all the matches that have been played. But of course, we was always going to be present for the Spurs game, guys. I've just seen the lineups. We'll go through them together. For those of you just joined that perhaps haven't seen the team news, Vicario starts in goal with Pedro Porro, Emerson Royale, Ben Davis, and Destiny Doggy at the back, with Papa Matassa and Emil Højbjerg in midfield, Brennan Johnson on the right, Kulizeski in the middle in the number 10 role, with Heung-min Son. It appears, at least on paper for now, that he'll be starting on the left with Richarlison up front. So two changes, Royale replacing Romero, and of course Højbjerg replacing the suspended Bissouma. We go and look at our bench. Fraser Foster, Eric Dyer, Alfie Dorrington, Ashley Phillips, Iago Santiago, Giovanni Lo Celso, Jamie Donnelly, Alejo Veliz, and Brian Hill. My, we are really reduced to the bones even from the bench. Let's have a look at the Brighton team with Jason Steele in goal, Jack Hisherwood right back with Van Heck, Dunk, and Julio complete in the back four. Billy Big Gilmore and James Milner in holding mid. Buonanotte, Grob and Pedro in the final third, and with Danny Welbeck up top. On the bench they have Verbergen, Estupinan, Lallana, Dahoud, Baleba, Moda, Evan Ferguson on the bench, Luca Barrington, and Benicio Boyati. Is that right, guys? That's the team. How are you all feeling about the game tonight, guys? Listen. It's always a tough ground to go to. I'm not going to lie with you. It is a tough ground to go to. Um, be interested to see what kind of how we set up in a sense of, do we go from the off? Do we, right from the get go? Um, what's your feeling? Let's start with that, guys. Let's go. I'm going to go through a little chat now. Say hello to a few of you guys. Dan, big up, mate. Thanks for coming on and joining us. JJ, big up. Ryan, busy. Big up, mate. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas with your loved ones, guys. The disabled team, big up, mate. I hope you're all well. Let's have a look at a few others. William, big up, guys. Tony, big up to you, my man. Hope you're well. Sparrow BG, hello everyone. I start to think our players are punching each other during travelling on away games. Too many hits for me. Do you know what? It wouldn't it wouldn't surprise me. No show, never, mate. Late, yes, but the show will always be running. Let's have a few of the others. Baz, big up, mate. Ratis, big up. Let's put on a proper performance today. Let's hope to do that. We are, like I said, we really are down to the bones. So this is going to be a tough one. It's always a difficult game to go, and you never quite know what Brighton team you're going to get. As Dietrich, I ain't even going to bother put up your comment, mate. You know I'll never ever post that, so don't even bother. So yeah, so it'd be interesting to see what kind of how we set up. Look, it's a tough one to call. We just got to make sure that we come away. We've got obviously these lot tonight, and we've got Bournemouth on the weekend. So 6 points. Would you guys? Do you think Spurs? Is it doable? Uh, is it doable? Is it realistic? 6 points? Dare I say? What would you be happy in the next two games? How many? What would be your take on it? How would you be happy with 4 points? Would you be happy with obviously six would be amazing. Three, one, zero. How many points do you reckon we'll get in the next two games? So it'd be interesting to see how this goes as the players take the as they're coming on the pitch, guys. Oh, fireworks! What is that? Fireworks, flames, everything going off at the Brighton Stadium, guys. It's gonna be. Yeah, Mark. Do you know what? Listen, Joe. Listen, 6 points has to be. We hope it's 6 points. That would be the absolute. I mean, that would be proper icing on the cake, wouldn't it, mate? Mark, what are you saying? For me, the club is cursed. Goes beyond football. You know what? You're not the first Spurs fans that's actually said that to me. It's ridiculous the amount of injuries that we're getting picking up. You know, Romero one going off at half time in our last game. We were hoping it was more of a precautionary one, and it turns out to be that it's actually more than a precaution. It actually turned out to be a proper injury. But what we didn't expect is how long is going to be out for. And this is no longer like Van der Ven situation where you got a suspension and Van der Ven's injured and Romero has a suspension. Now we've got them both out. Although, albeit Van der Ven has returned to training and is not that long away before he makes his return. But just as you begin to recover one, you start losing another one. And this Christmas, New Year's roundup of games is a really, really bad time to be losing them both, or to be losing Romero as well. The defense is the issue for me. Agreed. We got the Emerson Davis partnership, who I did think that it would be Emerson and not Dyer that will be playing there. Just yeah, it's just like it's just gone back to emergency mode, haven't we? Our fullbacks, thankfully, are back together again. So yeah, just hoping and praying that Emerson and Davis as a pair do really well tonight. The defense is the issue for me, but see how it goes. If we press well and keep some sort of possession, then some degree that could help the defense. Guys, are you all surprised that perhaps Lo Celso isn't in the starting 11? Anyone surprised about that? Big up, Dope B. Hope you're well, mate. Thanks for joining us. Injuries have hurt us over the years. We've lost key. Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing. It's like key players in the same sort of position at the most. Well, it's never a good time to lose any player, but why? Why? It's never. It's always like for long periods. Wagwan, Donna Cullen. I hope you're well. Hope you had a good Christmas. Nice little photo change. I did notice. Um, then after half time, he's sitting on ice. Yeah, yeah. Once you saw the ice pack on his, or is it up? Was it his calf? If I remember correctly, it was always going to be a little bit. This is not good. Uh, I don't know why we're on the Spurs versus Brighton game. We're talking about them lot over in Italy is beyond me. But it seems like we'll see. We'll see at the end of the season how that goes. Nola Celso for the second half of the not if the score and situation allows. Yeah, Joe, maybe you're right. Maybe he was holding him back a little bit to have someone to come on if needed in the second half, because we just said that I just said at the beginning of the game, there's not really a lot of choices. Um, with players coming off the bench, so it's a valid point, Roy. You make a really valid point there. Ray, big up, mate. I feel much better about this game than last time we played. Listen, it's gonna be a tough night tonight. It's always a tricky ground to go to, and even more so if you've got a depleted team. And it looks like we're just about to kick off now, guys. Um, Spurs, Brighton are in a traditional blue and white kit, and we are wearing that brown chocolatey beige. I don't even know what color it is, but we're wearing that kit, and we've kicked off, guys. Uh, Udogi, who plays it back to Davis. Emerson on the ball. Knocks it back to Vicario. Vicario has been one of our outstanding performers, one of probably our best buy, I reckon, arguably our best buy of the season. Kulusevski on the left-hand side plays it into Richarlison. Richarlison plays it wide left to Kulusevski. Kulusevski in the area puts a tame, sweet crossing, goes to Son. Son puts the ball in the box, intercepted by defender clearance, and it goes all the way back to Emerson and the centre midfield mark. Emerson, Højbjerg. Emerson looks to take the forward on, he commits a foul. Foul for Tottenham by Joao Pedro. Good start from Spurs to the first minute. Ball plays out wide to Son. Son on left-hand side, offside. How is it possible? How is it possible that it frustrates me when a winger even more so, that can see the line, gets caught offside with a long ball. Should be better than that. Anyway, 1 minute, 15 seconds gone. Brighton 0, Spurs 0. Throw in to Brighton. A good start from Spurs, though, I have to say. A really good start from Spurs. Big up, Alex. Big up, Ava. Thanks for joining us. Hong Kong, 3:30 a.m. Incredible. Well done, you, for being up so in early hours of the morning. It's Jason. Big up. First, 6, second, 4, third, 2. I don't wish to see us lose any games, which goes without saying. Yep, yeah, I completely agree. Again with the Serie A, we will talk about Serie A. Well, I promise you, we will. When we get a little bit of a quiet period. Who would I rather? Honestly, it's like how do you wish to die? You know, there's stabbed or shot. You know, it's just as one's bad as the other. But if I really had to push, have to choose between the two, begrudgingly, even so, I would say Juve, really. So Spurs on the attack again. That's a foul on Brendan Johnson, surely. Yes, it is. Spurs have started really well, guys. 2 minutes in, 35 seconds. Brighton 0, Tottenham 0. Let me introduce my brother from another mother. Will is in the house.
What's up? Sorry I'm late.
Similar sort of colour shirt that Spurs are currently wearing.
Yeah,
so he
the match.
Sort of theme. Spurs have started. I don't know. I hope you've missed anything, Will. But
I haven't even pulled the game up yet. I just got off of a call. So
3 minutes in, and Spurs have started well on the front foot. So yeah, you know, we've kind of pushed Brighton back in the early first minutes, and we've got a dangerous free kick outside the area with Pedro Porro on it. It looks like it's a direct free kick. I think Pedro Porro will go for this. It's quite a bit far out. Porro strikes, hits the wall. Well defended by Brighton, but a really poor free kick by Porro. It's a shame. I thought he might have got it over the wall. And Spurs play all the way back to Vicario. No problem at all. Oi, big up Will. Happy holidays. Oi, Will from JJ. Everyone's saying big love to Will. Come on, you Spurs indeed, JJ. Still 0-0, guys. What are your thoughts in these first 3? I'm assuming if you guys are watching it on the side as well, your first thoughts in the first 3-4 minutes. Lovely play by Spurs. Højbjerg playing into Richarlison, who comes in, plays the ball out wide to Brendan Johnson. Spurs with a lot of players known forward. There are 3, 4, 5, 6 players joining this attack. Ball goes across in the middle. Nobody quite there. Udogie is on the ball, plays it into Højbjerg. Højbjerg back to Emerson, who plays it into Sarr. Emerson, Sarr, Porro. Dispossessed. Brighton could go on your counter. Here comes Brighton on the counter attack. Welbeck is on wide left. Welbeck looking for support. 1-2. Welbeck's in, strikes. Saved by Vicario. Dangerous opportunity on the counter by Brighton there, with Welbeck nearly putting his team 1-0 up. We saw out the danger there, my man.
Yeah.
How far forward the back are you?
I think I'm
I'm
like
on.
right there with you. Like as soon as you said it, it happened. So I'm like
Okay.
5'10", 5'11", so like maybe a few seconds. I'll put
Yeah,
the
yeah.
timer up on my thing. Stay live
Cool.
until I put it up, and then you can
Yeah,
mess
yeah.
with it.
No worries. I'm on 5:20 now.
Yeah, I'm like 1 second behind you.
Okay, so we're good. We're good. We're good. Brighton on the attack. Edge of the box with João Pedro. Plays it through. Strikes. Welbeck. Great save by Vicario again. 2 brilliant saves by Guillermo Vicario. His great run of form continues for Spurs. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Out of nothing.
Great
Brighton
save.
just had 2 opportunities on goals.
Yeah,
And
really poor defending there for Emerson Royale
yeah,
to let them in the first place.
awful defending by us. We need to liven up. Spurs on the attack again with Son. Poor ball to Dogi. Dispossessed. Brighton now. Welbeck comes into play, but dispossessed by Davis, who plays it back to Vicario. Real poor play from our defence at the back there. Really didn't get any sort of tackle in. Allowed Brighton to get in again, and this one's a more closer range, more straight than perhaps the first opportunity that they had from an angled. It was more of an angled shot. This one was literally in the air. It was literally on the penalty spot sort of range. And Welbeck really should be finishing. We're just watching the replay now with Vicario on the floor because there was an initial shot. Vicario went to his right, then he gets up with Welbeck at his mercy and his dive to his left hand side. Brilliant. Look at that. He's on the floor there, and his Welbeck should be finishing that. Any half decent striker should be burying that. So yeah, I agree with JJ. A massive let off and a great save. Agreed, mate. But here we are, 7 minutes on the clock. Brighton 0, Tottenham 0. I just feel like I think if we just get our noses in front of this game, it'll be really good. Here we go again. Højbjerg plays it into Brennan Johnson. Spurs are in. Support Sonta coming in the box. Kulusevski edge of the box. Didn't get the cross in, but we do have a corner. Come on, you Spurs. Corner ball to Tottenham. Kulusevski. Poor strike of the ball. Didn't get the connect. I'm not sure. He had a chance to really go for it. Looks like it's a foul. No. Brighton plays it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Goes long up the field on the halfway line. Udogi brings it down to Porro. Emerson back to Porro. James Milner looks so weird in that Brighton Spurs. So having seen him for Liverpool for such a long time, it just looks so weird in blue again. Vicario goes long into Brennan Johnson. The goalkeeper dispossesses him. Strike it, Kulu. Plays it out wide to Son. Son into Kulu. Kulu, Son, 1-2. Son plays it into Højbjerg. Who's he going to go to? Back to Son it goes. Sonny on the ball, edge of the box. Does a 1-2 with Udogi. Didn't quite get in. A lot of Brighton bodies at the edge of the box. Cutting out those little 1-2s. Højbjerg goes past this man. Knocks it out wide. Good ball to Udogi. Is he going to make it? No, he doesn't. So it's really weird. We've had a lot of the possession, it seems. First 10 minutes. A lot of the control. But the dangerous chances have fallen both real good at fallen to both Welbeck and to Brighton, and Vicario's had to smother both situations out. They could have taken a lead twice, but we've had the most control and early control of the game. It's really weird.
Yeah, I mean it's just that they don't. It's I'm telling you, it's Romero being out. It's gonna cost us today.
Oh, you're not feeling very optimistic about today?
No, I'm not.
It's not like you will.
I don't think they'll have a lot of possession. I think we'll dominate the ball. I just think that just like you saw earlier, where they just got in behind our back line for no reason, just sitting outside the box.
Yeah,
They're going to do that.
He shouldn't be getting, with so many players behind the ball, he shouldn't be getting the time almost unchallenged as well. So it's a strange one for me. What's Joe saying? Joe, Spurs pushing well high. We need to take advantage of that. Yeah, but we also need to make sure that we don't get caught behind as well. Brighton are cutting through Spurs so easy. I think that's what Will was alluding to as well. We haven't had a shot on goal. They've had two, and they've been not touched the ball. Yep. Guys, you're right. Brighton had super chance already, so not really a controlled performance from Spurs. They just seem to have a bit more bite about them when they go forward. There just seems to be a little bit more. I think we overcook it in and around the box. Here comes Brighton again in the box. He's in. Goal 1-0. Far too easy. That's the first strike on goal and they scored on the third. It's incredible. Hinshelwood has put Brighton 1-0 up.
That's exactly what I just said.
Three shots on goal. The third one goes in. It's just ridiculous. It's all unchallenged as well. It's all unchallenged. They came from the left-hand side, came right across.
Literally just play the ball right across the front of our box.
Yeah,
and we did
look at
nothing
it.
About
It's
it.
just effortlessly. Look, we got the men behind the ball. We have got the men behind the ball, but they're not doing anything. It's gone past Emerson. Richarlison puts a real tame challenge. Højbjerg lets the guy play ahead of him. Yeah, he's not going to get that. No fault. The goalkeeper has no fault. And it's really poor. They just allowed it to go right across the box. Just standing off. Just no. It was all done without so much as. I don't know what to say. It's disappointing. 12 minutes in, 1-0 down. What are you saying, Pan?
2-1 is what I said the scoreline will be, so maybe that'll wake them up, shake them out of their boots.
My son's annoyed. He's just over the other side of the room watching it, and he's just. What do you got to say about that? Anything? No, he's just crossed his legs, arms folded. Nothing to say.
It's funny.
Oh, here we go. We've got to go again, guys. 12 minutes on. Brighton 1, Spurs 0. Not the best of starts in the merit of. It's not the start we wanted. We haven't defended. We didn't defend. You know what? Those three situations we didn't defend well at all. Here we go again. Yeah, one way of putting it, Tone. The club is cursed. Yeah, is this Iggy? You do know how now teams have figured out no matter what Udogie will be on. First teams are surprised. Now they're prepared. I think with any new player, just seeing the dangers. I think with any new players that come in any team, don't they? They get their freedom first. A bit like Haaland when he first came to the Premier League. Any player, sooner or later, teams work out your characteristics. They work out your strengths and your weaknesses. And they counter them, don't they? That's for any team. That's for any player. He might shock you the first sort of 6 months.
This has nothing to do with him figuring out Udogie, right? Emerson Royale was off chasing, wind, not in position. Ben Davies had to cut inside, which meant Udogie had to tuck inside and left that space over there on the right hand side.
The attack started from the other side. So once they go past that side and they're coming across their middle and then they play that, of course you have to. Everything goes out of sync, doesn't it? Spurs on the attack. 1-2. See Kulusevski. We've got the players there. Just take the shot.
Why is he not shooting there? Why is he trying to force it into Son right there?
Trying to force it into 1-2s there. Just take. It's just about taking that initiative. Take it on. Take the responsibility. No one's gonna shoot you for like, you know, taking the opportunity on. Sometimes it's just take the shot. This isn't a big up, DJ Marcus. I hope you had a good Christmas too, my friend. All's good in the house. Nah, come on. The match is not over 15 minutes mark. Come on. What do we got here? Trying to pass the ball into the goal. Yep, someone take a shot. I completely agree, Joe. We don't have those players. You know, sometimes I look at the Man City yesterday. You know, Foden. You know, when everyone was defending low block and he just took the shot. Take the shot. Sometimes you got to take the shot. Zloboslyde of Liverpool the other day, I saw him take a shot, knuckleball outside the. You know, you got to take the shot. I'd always encourage any player, especially with defenses that are set up. Oh, nearly got in there. Poor last ditch tackle with Brighton player through on goal there. Whew. Yeah, I would always encourage any player. Just take a shot. It doesn't matter. Just try and hit the target first aim. We lose the ball again. We just need to calm down a little bit. Joao Pedro on the left-hand side. Ready to take a shot. Another save by Vicario. My word, he's going to result. He's going to be what? He's going to be our best performer tonight, isn't he? He's going to be our man of the match tonight.
He's gonna be a busy guy.
You can see it already. Early signs are there. I think Vicario's shouting at the defenders to like not, you know, close them down a little bit. Don't let these guys get a shot in. You know, I think he was having a go at Porro and Emerson to just force the situation a little bit. Don't allow him the freedom to just take a shot. And again, he's not really had to work that hard to get the shot in. But yeah, it looks like a goalkeeper's going to have a busy night. You know, it's 4 shots on goal. 1 of them has gone in and 3 he's made a save. So Sonny with a flick on from Vicario's long ball into Kulusevski's dispossessed. Plays that wide. And Brighton in possession of the ball with their goalkeeper at the back. The Spurs are not applying too much pressure. They're there, but they're not really. Richarlison's now pushing the goalkeeper to make a mistake. And Kulusevski nearly. Oh, we win the ball back. Sonny, Richarlison, edge of the box of Sarr. Too dispossessed. Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it, tonight? It's just we started off reasonably well, but we conceded a few chances, and now we just kind of lost our way a little bit. Just try and settle down again and get back into the game. Højbjerg dispossessed again. The pass doesn't quite make it to Doggy. We're losing a few silly balls in midfield. Sarr dispossessed Doggy. They're winning all the little scrambles in there. They're winning them all. Pedro versus Porro. Joao Pedro on the left-hand side, corner ball, Brighton. Yeah, there's like every little contrast right now. It's just getting won by Brighton. Any little 50-50s, any little the ball, like, you know, ping-ponging away between players, they coming away with the ball. Corner ball to Brighton. Oh my word. Oh my. Will, what happened there? I mean, they're protesting that there's obviously some sort of
I don't know
maybe a
what happened.
handball. It's just we look so vulnerable now. Our defense is, I mean, they're really picking at it now. Richarlison into Son, not quite. Dispossessed again, and Brighton and back on the attack. This is really all Brighton at the moment, my friends. All Brighton at the moment. That goal has given them some real impotence now. Højbjerg, yeah. Oh, there's been a call to the referee. There, I think something happened in that. There's some sort of handball. They're looking at back now in the corner kick. I'm not sure what would have happened. Is there a handball somewhere? I'm not sure. Oh, Kulusevski pulling Welbeck back. I think if this goes, I think this will be a VAR. I think this is going to be a penalty, Will.
I don't know. I still haven't even seen it.
I think there's a pull by Kulusevski on Welbeck as
No,
he's
he
about
jumps
to
in
shoot.
the air like you. I was watching and I couldn't even see it.
I thought there was a handball, but here you go. He's been called over to the monitor. I think this is going to be given. This is going to be given. You can see his shirt. Look at his shirt there. It's been pulled back. As he goes to take a strike. There we go. That's what he's going to see. Pan, is he going to give it? Yeah. Come over here. Come and sit with me.
100% he's going to give it.
You think it's a penalty? Do you think it's a penalty?
But then, yeah, back to Tottenham, so I'll be moaning about it. So
Oh, so you'll be moaning if we didn't get that penalty.
yeah, you got to look at it not unbiased. It is.
Young man saying this is a penalty because if it
I
was,
think
if it was,
he dives a little bit. Like it's a pen because it's so obvious. But I don't think there's enough of a pull there to really get the guy off of his.
did you give it?
Yeah, he gave it.
Yeah, he gave it. Okay, penalty to Brighton. 22 minutes gone. He said if that was on a Tottenham player, he'd be going mad if they didn't give it as a penalty. So
Yeah, they got to give it, but I mean, I don't think he exaggerates pretty hardcore there.
how have we got here? How have we got in this situation? We're 1-0 down, 22 minutes gone, and now a penalty as well.
Because you
This
don't
is
even
gonna-
see it. Like Kulusevski doesn't do this, right? Like he's just
Yeah.
holding on to it.
Yeah.
And Welbeck jumps in the air like he's got, whatever. I mean, you got to give it as a pen because he's literally holding his shirt. But
penalty, isn't it? But it's so naive though from Kulu. It's so naive. Steps up, 2-0. Joao Pedro puts Vicario. Vicario dives to his left, the ball goes to his right. 2-0. It's just so naive, and we have now got a mountain to climb. This is heading to be. This is looking like it's going to be a long night for Tottenham. Hey, Pam, what you saying? It looks like it's going to be a long night for both of us here.
I told you, man. Romero out. This happens.
But we just look vulnerable. We just every time they attack, we look so vulnerable. Wow. Good penalty though, has to be said. My. Once you see the shirt pulled back, there you go. Why would you do that? Why would you pull the shirt? It's just lazy defending now. It is really lazy. Spurs have it all to do. And yeah, we're interested to see what we do now, even tactically. I think this one's for you, Will. I think I remember this guy from when you was on last time. Finish above Arsenal. There's still plenty of time though. There's still plenty of time.
We're like 4 points back from you guys.
Yeah, come on. There's still a long time before the season ends. So
You still got to beat West Ham in 30 minutes, 20 minutes.
yes, they're playing West Ham tonight at home. Obviously, yeah, they're at home. Arsenal at home. Spurs are away. Arsenal
Yeah,
at
West
home.
Ham's been playing well lately. I'm not worried about Arsenal.
We've got to try and get one back, guys. That's the aim. First of all, try and keep the ball a little bit, and in the hope that we can get a chance, a possibility to strike on goal. We haven't had a chance. It's Sonny into Richarlison. Sarr plays it into. Why are none of our players taking shots? Sarr is trying to force that ball out wide to Brendan Johnson when he had the opportunity to strike. Why are we not shooting? Now, Alex, he should have taken a shot. He shouldn't have even played it to Johnson. I think that was the wrong ball. You're at the edge of the box as a midfielder with a goal in front of you. Take the shot. Take the shot. So we are. Ball the back. Højbjerg plays it into Dogi. Dogi does well there to get away from his man. Into Son on the left-hand side. Son. Oh, so many players back. Plays it wide left to Dogi. Udogi looks to take his man on into the area. Plays it into Kulusevski. Kulu, come on, you got to do something here. Oh, Son takes a strike, corner ball. Gets deflated. But take the shot. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Just got to be quick with it. Just as soon as you decide you're going to play the ball at the edge of the box, that guy's got to take the shot. It's you got like 15 players in one part of the field. You're not going to get through them. You got to try and take the shot. Corner ball to Tottenham. We need something, guys. We need a goal here, massively here. Clearance from Brighton. Udogi plays it out wide to Kulusevski on the right hand side. Brendan Johnson plays the ball in the box. Oh man. Brendan Johnson, Kulusevski out on the right hand side. Brendan Johnson makes a little run. He is onside. Plays the ball across the goal. First time, and there was nobody there to tap it in. Son and Richarlison both went for it, but neither of them can get a touch on the vital touch on the ball. Here comes Brighton again, but Vicario's sweeping up. How's the ball? I can hit here. You can hit here. You can hit here. Spurs looking to find a way to get back into the game. Not sure what's happening in the chat, guys. Be nice. Come on.
Just trying to get my thing reset up. My computer bogged down on me again.
Keep it light, guys. I don't mind a bit of banter between Spurs and Arsenal fans, but it's fine. Just keep it light. Brighton have a corner.
All right, how far behind am I now? Do I need to refresh again?
20. We're the same. We're the same. Okay. The clock, the same as the clock. Yeah, literally bang on. I think you might even be a second ahead. So, but Udogi on the ball now gets dispossessed. Come on, guys. We need to see a bit of clarity tonight. Corner ball. Is it corner? Oh, it should have been corner.
Goal kick.
That should have been a corner. Udogi got the dust there. Yeah, this is just lazy defending by Kulu. That's just nuts. Absolute nuts to do that in the area. Yeah, we can't argue it. We can't argue it. Oh, my. Coming up to the 30-minute mark. Brighton 2, Spurs 0. Davis 1-2 with Emerson. Emerson plays it back to Vicario. Vicario goes long to Son, but it's overrun it. Son is not going to make it. It's back to the goalkeeper. It goes, and he goes long, and it's a throw into Spurs. It's just the Spurs around players there. They got out of that pressing. We're too easy, guys. Too easy. Too easy. We try to press them in that little corner of the pitch, and they got out of that pressing without even having trying too hard. I think we've lost a bit of heart here, guys. I'm not enjoying what I've seen the last sort of 5 minutes or so. Just as, in terms of a reaction, you want to see a reaction. Oh my word! They've just hit the
Off the
post.
post.
Strike. I'm not sure who struck that ball for Brighton. Edge of the box. Bend it. Ryan Vicario hits the post. Oh, that was Kevin. That was Milner. James Milner. Milner nearly making it 3 for Brighton. Oh my! This is a nightmare. This is. It's just unopposed. The thing that's killing me the most, Will, is the fact that every attack of theirs, every strike on goal, every effort on goal, it's just unopposed. It's just with ease. I mean, that's Vicario has no chance there. If that ball's on target, it's 3-0. It's as simple as that. Oh my. Have some food here. Start eating some food. Guys, I may as well enjoy my dinner. If you're having your dinner, enjoy yours as well. Oh, it's the front goal, please. Johnson. Come on, man. He's through on goal. He stops, allows the player to recover, then takes the shot when the defender's there in front of him. I'm going to get indigestion eating this food. I can see it already. He's there, through on goal, and he waits for him to recover, and then takes the shot. And guess who's in front of you? The defender you've allowed to get in front. Come on, dude. Saar. Oh, my God. Wide of the post. A lot of you guys are not happy with Johnson. Who's playing well tonight, guys?
Vicario.
We anticipated he was going to be a man of the match. Goalkeeper aside, all our outfield players, who's really having a good game here tonight? You can't just say Johnson. It's all of them, guys. They're defending and attacking really well, Brighton. Spurs dispossessed and Brighton on the counter attack. 3 versus 2. Welbeck with Davies coming. Ball goes across. Defended by Emerson. That wasn't a pass back. Come on, don't claim a pass back there. Sonny plays it into. Somebody just take the initiative. Please, somebody take the initiative and take a strike on goal. They're playing 1-2s outside the area there, and no one wants to take the shot on. Why is that? Why? I think Lo Celso has to come on at half time. Somebody that can shoot from range. Someone who can shoot from the edge of the box. Who's playing well? I meant MH. I meant as in for us, Tottenham. Of course, Brighton are playing well. They're 2-0 up. I meant who's playing well for Tottenham. I mean, I didn't realise I had to be specific. But, okay, I'll be more specific in future. Who's playing well for Spurs other than Vicario? Okay. So that's the first thing. Nobody. You're right. Nobody. So that's the first thing that needs to change. I think Lo Celso will be on second half at half time. Oh, come on. That's not a pass back. But they're really trying to appeal that back heel, Emerson. Offside. My word. Close to 3-0 there. I think he was offside. Yeah, he's off. The boys did well there, holding the line, but my word. That second goal from Brighton has completely swayed us. It's all Brighton now. It's just Spurs are struggling to get back into it. There's not really much to add, really. We're just seeing Brighton just taking over, full of confidence, crowd on their side. And it's up to Spurs, really, to try and get back into this game. So now it looks like Sonny on attack. Plays it into Højbjerg. Richarlison. Oh, Sonny strike, but it's defended by Brighton. We're taking too long. We're taking too long. They are attacking far better, attacking and defending together as a team, and they're going straight in at every opportunity. We're a little bit, defensively speaking, we're a little bit too passive. We allow them to do whatever they want without so much as an opposition. It's just not. It's simply not good enough. Results are one side. The performance, apart from the initial minutes at the beginning of the game, it's not been good enough. I don't know if there's any more to add, really. It kind of sums up our first half. 40 minutes now. We're coming up to 40 minutes. Really disappointed now. Our reaction from going 2-0 has been very poor. That's been the most disappointing thing. You can go 1-0 down. You can even go 2-0 down. But you want to see the reaction. I agree, Lappers. Brighton want it more. You can see that all over the pitch, yeah. Had a bit of a wobble first few minutes of the game, and then we conceded a really chance out of nowhere, which Vicario saved. Then I had a second one, had a third opportunity of asking, they scored, and it's been running away from us since. Just
Okay.
Brighton, just playing, just so it's just it really is frustrating. Oh, God, it's thrown goal again. Our line did not work. Our high line did not work. The offside world, so that now he's offside. Why must we wait a good 30 seconds before the liner then flags the offside? He can, is he offside? He can clearly see he's offside. He's right on line, so he can see that he's off. So then the player carries on, and then it's get calls back offside. There's no point having liners. If the TV have to, the VAR have to decide if it's offside or not. Just remove them. I mean, that goalkeeper looks really dodgy. Every time they play the ball back to him, it looks really dodgy, but we just don't do enough. It's a foul. It's a foul. Yellow card for Buonanotte for not stepping back. The referee told him 2 times. Told him 2 times to step back away from the free kick. Didn't give the appropriate distance. Got the yellow card for it. Stupid yellow. Sonny into Richarlison. Plays it out to Pedro Porro. Into Sarr. Losing the ball again. My God. In the middle of our attack, we lose the ball. So poor. Højbjerg, that was absolute piss poor. Pulled his leg away on that challenge, hoping for a foul. Ridiculous. Look how passive we are, Will. We've got so many players back.
Yeah, it's
Tough watch.
a tough watch. That's for sure.
MH, he gave Buonanotte a yellow card because he told him 2 times to step away from the free. Oh my God, Pedro for a goal. Great save by Vicario again. Oh my God, this goalkeeper is incredible. This goalkeeper is incredible, guys. He really is becoming my favourite Spurs player, and not just because he's Italian. He really is becoming my favourite player. I can't help it. Will, help me out here, bro, because
No,
we've
there's
not
nothing
the.
to say. I'm trying to watch the game, do work, and do all kinds of stuff.
But it's like no. I mean, help me out. Is like, how can this guy not be a fan favorite? It's hard not to like this guy.
He's got right now. I think he's the second best keeper in the league.
Do you know, we was bigging up Jose Sarr. Do you remember we was going through all these goalkeepers saying how good they were? We even wanted Raya. No, nobody here hides behind the fact that we probably all wanted Raya to come to Spurs.
100%.
This guy's just phenomenal. Like, it's just ridiculous. He's bailed us out. If we're still in this game right now, it's thanks for him. On the chances alone, we should be outside now. We're all over the shop. Look at this. I mean, guys, we are all over the shop. We need a goal. We need a goal desperately. Come on. Could this be the... Shoot! Oh, hits the post. Finally, someone taking a shot first time. It gets played into him. Edge of the D. Richarlison takes a strike. Hits the post and goes out for a goal kick. Just got to take it on. Take it on. There you go. Edge of the D. Or it's on the D, actually. Takes your shot and hits the post. You got to shoot, guys. I've been saying it all half. We got to shoot. Don't let their defense settle. The ball gets played into you. Strike the ball. Doesn't matter if you hit it over. It doesn't. It's a goal. It's a corner kick, actually. Oh no, goes off. Davis hits the header, but it goes over the bar, way over the bar. It's a goal kick. Got to take those chances early. Don't let them settle. Take the shot. Don't be afraid to shoot, guys. If any of you got young, I don't know how many young guys we got in the audience. In the comments. If you play football, never be afraid to shoot. Just shoot. Guys, 77 of you in viewing this watch along, guys. Do me a favor, please, for me and Will. Smash that like. Smash that like to this watch along, please. Spurs on the attack again. This could be one of our last of the half. Kulusevski doesn't get his cross in, but it's a corner ball. No one wants to shoot. Hojbjerg could have struck that ball. He didn't. It's ended up going wide, put a cross in, dispossessed. Brighton on the attack again. These are international players, man. International players. Come on, Kulu. Yeah, got out muscle there. We're making Welbeck playing like prime Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's honestly, I can't even talk about it. It's that embarrassing. We're making Welbeck look like prime Ronaldo tonight. Man alive. Come on, Udogi on the left-hand side in the area. Put a somebody, please take the shot. Sonny, oh, just wide of the post. Listen, guys, I'll be honest with you. As good as Brighton have been, they are vulnerable. They are vulnerable defensively, but we got to do much more than what we're currently doing. But they are vulnerable at the back. not as vulnerable as we have been. But this is just incredible. Anyway, it's half time, guys. Brighton 2, Tottenham 0. That we've seen enough to. If we push a little bit, we might be able to open this, but we've got to do much, 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 much better than what we have done this first half. It's let's hear from you guys. Guys, your halftime thoughts need to ask, but how are you feeling? Do you reckon we could turn this game around? What does Postecoglou need to do at halftime?
I don't think there's anything you can do at halftime. Just try to knock some sense into him. So I don't know. What can we do? Who are we gonna sub?
Lo Celso. Do we bring Lo Celso on? Will?
Yeah, but who do you bring him on for? Papa Matasar?
Højbjerg, maybe?
Who plays in the 6?
Well, we're not really defending much. Even with the two of them on, it's not like we're defending amazingly well. So I've ordered some takeaway tonight, and the food is nice. It's just hard to enjoy it when we're playing so frigging awful. Awful. Get some Lo Celso on. Get that protein love in the commentary. Thanks, mate. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's hard. I'm trying to latching on anything really at the moment to try and see if we can get a goal back. When Conte and Jose had some of these players, Conte and Jose were said to be too negative according to some fans. 2 minutes actually in the final third. I agree. Need someone to be greedy and take a shot themselves. I agree, Chris. Yo, what the Royce Johnson doing? Giving a layoff a pass to one-on-one. No effort, poor defensive 10, Gills playing, everyone falling over. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I didn't think you guys would be happy with it. Mr. William, are you not eating? I think it's that we're probably
I'm
a bit
working.
early for them. He's working, and I think it's a little bit earlier in the day where he is. Where here it's like 20 past 8. First half been poor. They don't seem to be up for it. Yeah, they're the Spurs. I agree, man. It's just we had a real initial beginning. We started well. Like I will not speak for trouble in regards to Johnson and Kulu. Big up, Murray. Complete failure. These players just thought this would be an easy game. I don't think they thought it would be an easy game. We're showing our naivety in the way we gave that penalty away, but just a little bit standoffish, not really getting stuck in with the 50-50s, not passive. Defensively, we're very, very passive. I can't understand. And I understand we've got players, and they have got players missing too. But just the passiveness that we've shown in this half. Doesn't matter who you got on the pitch, whether it's your first team or you got players injured, or that aggressiveness, sporting aggressiveness should always be there, man. That's just the root, hard work, putting tackles in, try and win your 50-50s. Those are the basics of any match. You got to go into it. Doesn't matter how you're playing. If you don't have the fight, it's going to be a tough, tough ask against whoever you play. If Brighton were winning 4-0, nobody would have been surprised after that half. But they have failed to take at least 5 clear chances. And that is the only ray of hope for Spurs. Bang on the money, mate. Bang on the money. They haven't killed us off. It is only 2-0. We just need to go back. Get one goal, in the second half. Bring it back to 2-1. Who knows? Adam, Solanke will be rubbing his hands together facing this defence. A player that we are linked to. So here. That first half was a disgrace. No heart, no passion, rubbish. I'm not going to disagree any of the comments here. Kudus cost us big time. He needs to score. Yeah, very naive on that. Started so well for the first 4 minutes. We need to do a bit more than that. Richie, no pass. I would rather play Johnson and Son as striker. Who's that? Johnson. Where's my friend John Bamford? Brighton have 10 players out and they should be 5-0 up. Yeah, and that's probably our only saving grace. They haven't taken all the chances that they created, but they've also looked like defensively there is vulnerabilities there, although we have shown more on that side of things than they have. Anthony's first team players, including the defense, Basuma. You got to get I listen. That JJ comes down to individual. You know, if we're coming on here tonight to do no, you got a whole gang on a Monday night, and you know it's not. We all got to come on and you know with energy. If I don't come on with energy, it's not Will's fault. It's not Stel. It's me. Then I probably should not be on, right? If I'm going to come on, I've got to come on with energy. So a similar sort of thing, like when you go to work, you know, nobody can make you. Got to be up. You got to do the work. You're part of a team, and if you're not functioning well, then everything else falls apart. So
just like I'm not up for this stream right now.
yeah, but Will right now is really doesn't want to. I think he'd rather be anywhere than this stream right now. Probably.
Well, and I got to go on the terrace after this, and then on Judge Mo and get.
So he's going to get
hammered,
absolutely annihilated tonight.
Yeah.
And
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun day.
Do you still want to be watching this game? But here we are with me watching it, and he's struggling because he's really quiet tonight watching this. He's got his Spurs top on, but it's what can we do? What can we do? We and I'm trying to have some dinner whilst watching this, and whilst not trying to get indigestion. And we're hearing that West Ham are 1-0 up. Will,
it doesn't surprise me. Does that surprise you? It doesn't surprise me.
Does it surprise the Arsenal fans? Are they in the chat still, or are they gone? I mean,
I'm sure they all ran off. Right, yeah.
I'm sure they're watching the match, but football's a strange sport. If you're not up for it, you get found out. You really do get found out. Sorry, guys, I'm just having some food. I'm starving.
Eat,
what are you guys having for dinner tonight? There's no point talking about Spurs that much. What are you guys having for dinner? What are you having for dinner, Will?
I have no idea. Whatever Mama decides to. Decides to buy. Or make.
Guys in the chat, what are you having for dinner tonight? You having Christmas leftovers, or is that yeah? Can do, suppose. 3-4 days down the line, God knows.
Apparently, that goal's under review, though.
Oh, is it under review? Do you know what? Let me. Should we turn it over a little bit? Is it under review? Has it been disallowed? I'm getting.
It hasn't been disallowed, but they're
looking into it. Do you know what? Should we turn it over there real quick? Let me know when the second half starts for Spurs, guys. I don't want to miss that. Although, let's have a look at the other game. What's happening here then? Let's have a look at. I'll try and see what's going on in the Arsenal game if you're not watching it. Checking goal, possible ball out play. Is it out of play? Does it? Well, the ball's at the moment. I'm seeing it's in the back of the net. But see, the Arsenal players, none of them are protesting. None of them. So they don't feel like the ball is out. And this is not the angle. You can't even see the number 20 for. They're not gonna. That ball is.
How can you see
They can't see. This is too far. I don't think they can't disallow it if they're not 100%. See that doesn't tell you the ball's out.
No, they're gonna
It's the curve. No, Panny, they have to be. It's a goal because they can't. I'll tell you why they couldn't have disallowed that. Because they couldn't be more. They couldn't be 100% that the ball was out, and also the curve. Don't forget the curve of the ball. So it's very difficult to see if that. It's very difficult to see. So it's, anyway, to answer that, Arsenal are 1-0 down. Arsenal are 1-0 down. Huh. Lucky Wooly strikes again. Yeah, I'm the same, mate. Done with the Christmas leftovers. Was good. I didn't fancy pasta tonight, so we ordered some food. Lads, hello from Dubai. Stella, this is awful to watch. Absolutely dog shite. That probably sums up the first half. I hope you have a good time over there, man. Stelios is in sunny Dubai. I had to myself a big fat cheeseburger with onions. Oh, sounds lovely. Turkey done, thank goodness. Yeah, he still's gone over there to find the Sheik in Dubai to bid for Spurs. How much money would it be enough for these guys to go? How the F is Johnson a Spurs player? 45 million on this unconfident donkey. I'm losing my patience. I'm assuming this is still Stell. Could be
It
absolutely.
has to be. Who else would it be?
Why is he? Will help me. Help me with the rational thinking behind this. Listen, I'm not saying Johnson's having a brilliant game. Far from it, absolutely. But why is he taking the brunt of it? I mean, when you've had Vicario side, like we said earlier, everybody's been awful. Why is he taking the brunt of it?
Well, because he hasn't been great, right?
But not just him, though, is it? And not by Stelios, by the way. Everybody in the chat's pretty much dug him out. I'm just want to know. No, normally it's Son. Normally it's Sonny that gets the worst of it, but tonight it seems to be Johnson's turn. Even Richarlison's been spared up to now. Arsenal on the attack here. Looks like they're pushing to try and get it. Did it go off? He wanted a foul. That's not a foul. So 20 minutes gone and Arsenal are 1-0 down. Whilst we await Spurs to start the second half, we might as well watch a little bit of this together, guys. So we're just coming up on the 20-minute mark and Arsenal 1-0 down.
Yeah.
Can't take anything for granted anymore. Every game. Especially this busy period where we're playing every sort of 3 days. It's so easy to drop points. The same way it is to win points. So yeah, I still think you never know. No. West Ham can get a result here tonight. I know Arsenal are favourites to win this game, but West Ham on the attack again. West Ham are comfortable at the moment. I'll have some more later on. Got over there, thanks. Also, how has nobody put a tackle in for Brighton's first goal? Still, they had before that goal even happened, they had two other opportunities to score where Vicario made two saves, and both shots were unopposed. We were very passive in allowing them to take their shot. And then the penalty, well, we know it was just naive. Silly penalty to take. Once it got reviewed, it was done. Let's have a look at a few of the other comments, guys. What's that? Is it started? Okay, I'll turn it back.
Started.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, look
Offside
like
goal.
from who, Will?
For Charleston.
Was it offside?
Yeah. Get the clock back up there.
So Brighton have made one sub. Julio for no change, guys from Tottenham. Surprised, or well, then again, no change from Spurs' end. Just need something to give us all a lift, all of us. Them on the pitch, the fans that are there tonight, us here watching, in the chat. We all need a bit of a lift. So something's got to happen in the next sort of 5-10 minutes. Otherwise, this game is going to run away with us even more. So corner ball to Brighton. Fly, pigeon, fly. Well, stopped flying after a bit, didn't it? It scored, but I haven't seen it. I missed it. It was just flicking over to the Arsenal game. I missed the start of that second half. I haven't seen it, guys. I'll have a look. What's going on with these two here? Dunk and Højbjerg messing about and that. Someone got smashed. Who got smashed? Richarlison. What? Corner ball again? That should be a goal kick. No, I think it was one of the players. I know it's Richarlison's back. Okay, it's a corner ball. Fair enough. It is a corner ball. Darren, I do think you could get a draw. Brighton defence looks. I did say before half time, Darren, that Brighton's defence, they haven't showed, obviously, they haven't been tested as much as the Spurs ones are, but there's vulnerability there for sure. I agree with you. And I think, but we need to do a lot more than what we have done in the first half. We've got to do a lot more. But yeah, definitely this defense can be got at, but we haven't done anywhere near enough to really see or to enough to test it. One ball over the top. Joao Pedro's working. He's working our back too, isn't he?
These are got key players out. They're looking like they're made a left.
It's just playing it with ease. We'll see. Guys, goals change games. Goals change games. If they score, okay, Milner put a ball in the box there, and Ricardio's smothering it. If they score the third, the game's done. 100%. There's no way even at 3-0 we would. But if we can reopen this match by getting a goal, then I'll be interested. That's a good ball. Oh, so where's everyone? Just real timid, man. Real timid. Just lacks a bit of oomph, you know, that little bit of fight, a little bit of
Romero.
But we can't solely rely on one player to give us that. It should be.
I'm telling you, he supercharges the team. He is the battery.
Just a little bit.
Like his intensity is contagious for the rest of the squad. I'm telling you.
I feel like there's too many players that are kind of hiding. Even this 5 minutes, there's players that are hiding. Can't.
Relying on one player should never happen. I'm not relying on one player. Right. And first, we relied on one player for the last 5 years. What are you talking about? This is the story. This is the history of Tottenham. I'm saying that one player is a battery that supercharges the rest of the players that do work. Right? Each 11 pieces of our starting 11 are very, very, very important. Right now, Madison and Van der Ven can't be used because they've been injured for a while, right? The difference today in the way that we're playing from last week is Romero. That's the difference. You could see it when he came off the pitch last week. It's not rocket science.
I just don't know where this goal is going to come from. I'm just having a look now. We just need something, a bit of magic, something. Just stand up, Richarlison. Come on. Okay, here we go. We won the ball back. Let's go. Let's go, Richie. Let's go, Richie. Oh my God. Wide of the post. How's this guy not hit the target from there? Come on, dude, man. You gotta hit the target, man. You gotta hit the target.
Why is he turning outside? He should have turned inside.
There's no bend on the ball there. So he's received it. We pressed them at edge of the box.
If he'd have bent it, it would have been blocked anyway.
Played it in the ball. Played it in there.
He should have gone inside.
He's turned and shot, and he's just taking it wide of the post.
Instead of turning to his right, he should have turned inside, received it with his body, and gone left.
Richie!
Right? He should have let it.
Oh, come on. He's missed another one, Will. It doesn't matter if he's offside or not. Put it away. Put it away. No, you just put it away. Just put it away. It doesn't matter if he's offside or not. It doesn't matter. As a striker, you put it in and then deal with it afterwards. Yes, I know, but what I'm saying is put it away. As a striker, even if you get called offside, you want to see the ball at the back of the net. And then it was a dead finish, man. It was a dead finish. Offside or not, as a striker, you put it at the back of the net. But even if it's offside, just the fact that you say, you know what, I put it at the back of the net. It doesn't matter. The worst thing is like hitting it against the goalkeeper when you're 1-on-1. It's just what I'm trying to say, that even if you're offside, sticking it in the back of the net gives you the confidence the next opportunity that you get as a forward,
100%.
you're going to bury it.
100%.
Smashing it against the goalkeeper from 5 yards out doesn't give you the confidence for the next one. Come on, let's get one back. He's in! Go on! Surely. Oh my God! Come on! Sonny. Saar. Sonny. Put it across the box. Defended by Dunk. What have we got to do to put it? Sonny again. That's a foul. That's a foul. Referee, that's embarrassing. That's a foul. Poro and what's his name? The Pedro George. João Pedro and Welbeck have been given a license to do whatever they want. What is that? What's he doing? That's not. Is he being for real? That is embarrassing. Is he really gone down for that? Richarlison's giving him a yellow card. Yeah. That's embarrassing. Yellow card for that. How's that not a foul on Son? That's ridiculous. How's that not a foul on Son? That's a foul,
It's 100%
man.
a foul.
I don't get it. I don't get why he wouldn't give.
That's a penalty.
Weak referee in that.
The threshold is not high for a penalty. Literally obstructs him from coming across the body. Son would have been able to pass him easily.
But if you're going to give a penalty for that shirt pulling and the
Exactly.
soft penalty,
holding onto a shirt, he didn't pull. He just held on to it.
Oh my. That's not a yellow card on Richarlison. That's a ridiculous yellow.
No way is it a yellow.
No, come on, the guy's
Look,
just
this Liverpool game. This Liverpool game is cursed us, man. I'm telling you.
Look how easy that is. The guy still got a shot in. He's got so many players booked for cheating.
What's Whiteford doing? You don't go like that in the penalty box.
Are they looking at it?
You don't go like that in the penalty box, man.
They can't give that handball. This can't be. Is this what they're reviewing?
No, but you shouldn't be doing that. Look, what's he doing? What?
That's not a handball. You cannot. That's not a deliberate handball. It's got to be
It's
kidding
not a handball
me.
anyway. It didn't.
Oh, thank you.
Look, seriously, this.
What they did? They didn't view the other one, though, did they?
No, they didn't even look at it. It's a joke, man. It's a joke.
I mean, we've been bad.
To make us to lose this game.
We've been bad. No one's saying that we've been brilliant.
No, we haven't been good, but they are looking for a reason to make sure we lose.
Exactly. You're reviewing everything that they have in the area, and then you want to review the one that we've get with Son. You don't even look into that foul. It's ridiculous. There's two measures here. I don't like this. There's two measures. Then we deserve to lose. We deserve to lose. No problem. But if you're going to review the incidents, you've got to review them the same. You can't just look at everything on there and not look at anything on ours. No. MH. What I'm trying to say, if you're going to review stuff, be it balanced. They've had incidents in our area. They've reviewed everything. The
Wait, that's not Arsenal
Kulusevski,
fans in the chat talking trash, is it? When they're 1-0 down.
they've reviewed Kulusevski. They've reviewed this Højbjerg with Charlison handball. But then the one incident that we've had in their penalty, they didn't review it at all. So, and it was a foul, by the way. It was a foul on Son. So I'm saying be balanced in what you're going to be looking at. Don't just look at it one-sided.
Free kick or a pen, one or the other. But he was running into the box, and the guy takes him out.
I mean, the referee just went like that. It wasn't even a foul. Can't really. You gotta be.
Adoji gets a yellow card for less than that last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, suspended as well. Cost him a suspension. I mean, look at this foul on Udogie right now. Look at it.
Look at the foul on Son right there.
The guy just, that's a foul on Udogie. The guy's stretched his leg out on Udogie. Right, that's a foul on. Okay, Son's just got pushed out of the way. Look at this. Play on. Play on. This is nuts. This is nuts. Emerson stall him. He's done well to stall him. No, he done well to stall him there. Well done, Emerson. It was 1-on-1 there. I do think we need a change. I think we need an attacking player on. I think even if he brings him on for Kulusevski, who's been poor tonight. I agree, Alex. Emerson's recoveries have been good. I just think then that first goal, he's not the only one. There was 2 or 3 players in that goal that were very passive and allowing a player to go past them with ease and then play the ball out wide to slot it home. You know. Come on, let's go and attack.
We're seeing more fight. We're
Four
seeing more
versus-
fight right now.
Richie. Yes! 2-1. Is he off?
Get in. There's no way he's offside.
No way. How's this Lino flagging? Do you remember the attack before? 30 seconds he let that go before he flagged. Here, he's flagged straight away.
You have to be on side. You have to stay on side. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's off.
How is he not offside, man? How's this guy not managed? Sorry, what I meant to say is, how is this guy not managed to stay on side?
It's just a half a step, man. A half a step. Linesman got it right, though.
Look at this guy. One ball and a throw-on goal again. But you see what we're saying about Brighton's vulnerabilities. Their defence has vulnerability. We've just not been able to test it. The 1 or 2 times we've got in, we've caused them problems. And that's without really trying. When you think
There's a
about
goal
it.
coming. I can feel it. There's a goal coming. There may not be 2, but there's a goal coming.
It may be their goal. Just as well as
I don't
ours.
think it's their goal.
But this game's not ending 2-0, is what we're trying to say. And there it is. Right on cue, 3-0.
There it is.
The guy takes one touch, is about 30 yards off the goal. He takes a hit, bang. This is what I've been saying the whole game. Take a shot. The guy's taken one from a ridiculous angle, by the way. It's an incredible shot. It's a great goal. I have to say, it's a great goal. But come on, man. Come on.
There's nothing you could do about that one. The first 2 are preventable. That one, no.
I mean, he was left there to no pressure whatsoever. I mean, look at that. What are you going to say? The goalkeeper's got no chance. Yeah, but he's not nobody's put him in, and then he's been allowed to take aim. It's a good goal, but it's fine. You know, listen, the technical ability for that goal was a great strike, but you have to say it was not put under any sort of pressure whatsoever. 3-0. I think this game's done. This game is done. I could see
Well, we're gonna lose now.
Lo
But
Celso was on the sidelines. Yeah, I could just see him. He was about to come on before the goal, but it's done. I think it's done now. Lo Celso's come on. I think, by the way, guys, he was coming on even before that goal was scored. So Brian Hill has come on as well as Lo Celso for Richarlison and who?
Sar.
Sarr.
Lo Celso. There you go. That's what we've been missing. Now find Son.
Should have come on before though. I felt like he should have come on after 10 minutes. I think Lo Celso came on a little bit too. I know he was coming on even before they scored a third. I could just see him on the sidelines there, but he should have come on a few minutes before. After 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes was enough for me to see that he should have come on.
We need to go back fast. Yeah, we should have been 2-1, then like literally a couple.
Brian Hill, why are you so far up in the box?
Had about 5 chances.
So what's happening? Brian Hill's gone out on the left and Son's gone up front. Yeah. Man, it's unbelievable. This game's done. To recover 3 goals. We needed to score that goal. Not make it back to 2-1, but not. It's just poetic, isn't it? Richarlison gets one disallowed for being offside a minute before. Tonight, honestly, with the exception of the initial start, has to be that one game where I felt we've been second best throughout. And there's not been a lot of games where I felt that we've been second best for this duration of the game. Like, what are we, 66 minutes, coming up to 67 minutes? We were probably better than them for like 5 minutes at the beginning of the game. 5 minutes. So that 5-6 minutes, that gives 60 minutes to the opponents. I don't remember watching a Spurs game this season where our opponents have been better than us for 60 minutes. That's tough going. Yeah.
Yeah, they had. Well, I mean, we had more possession, but
because
win,
lose or draw, whether we won the game or lost the game, we've always been in the game. Do you know what I mean? Tonight, I haven't had the feeling that we've been in the game. And I know, listen, it can happen. You can have off night. It's tonight's going to be one of those where we've just been off it, and it happens. But just no real fight. I can't see the fight in the players. I haven't felt the fight in the players. Richarlison one offside beginning of the second half. Another one offside just before they go and get the third. It's just that sort of night, isn't it? Milner's a big player for them, you know that. They took that early. Here you go. Took it. Milner only passed it to him because he wanted it back. He didn't pass it to him because he said, "Oh, go and have a strike." The left back took the decision to take it on himself, and that's big balls, man, from a player to get that ball there and just say, "You know what, I'm gonna have a strike." That's confidence.
No Tottenham player would do that. They just pass it around the box for 20 minutes.
But again, it was a shot, and it was a good shot. I'm not But it was a very unopposed. There was no real pressure on the ball. Somebody tried to close it down. Just, hey, you want to take a shot? Take it. Any player that you give time. Man, that's disappointing, man. Tough viewing tonight. Veliz is on as well. Who's come on? Veliz for Johnson. Why didn't he just put them all on together? Now he's got to play Son back out on the left. Hill's going to come on the right. Let's just keep shifting these players. So that should be a yellow card right there. Standing in front of the ball, getting me yellow. No yellow there. That Buonanotte guy got given a yellow card for not stepping away from the ball, and this guy didn't. Clutching at straws. I know I'm clutching at straws here. But it's just inconsistencies in refereeing in the same match. At the moment, I'll take anyone scoring, guys.
He did get yellow card. Daddy got yellow card.
You did get a yellow card. I mean, look at that. Who's that? Come on, Lo Celso. Come on, please strike the ball.
No, we just pass it round for no reason.
Someone take a strike, man. Dear me.
Just lost also shoot.
No, I'll get that there, but just. Foul. We just pussyfoot around the ball. I agree with this comment there. We should have changed. I did. I felt at 2-0 down. 2-0 down at half time. We should have made the changes. You have to make a change, at minimum one change, but I would say 2 changes at half time. You're 2-0 down. Something's clearly not working. You're 2 goals behind. You need to do something to try and change it around again. At worst, you want to give the guys perhaps 5-10 minutes maximum to try and see if you can see a reaction of some sort. That didn't happen. Make the changes. So that's a fair criticism for me towards the manager. Unfortunately, you can't. No one's spared of any criticism, and he should be no different. The changes should have been done at half time, but once the 5-10 minute mark went, it should have made it done. Maybe listen. That's not to say that if you make the changes, it's going to be better. It could turn out to be worse, but it wasn't working up until that point. So I agree with that. I think in midfield we've been very poor. I think we've been very poor in the middle of the park. It's not just the defence. I just think we've been really. Look at this, the edge of the box. That's going to be another one, isn't it? It's another penalty. Yeah, as soon as I saw Lo Celso go in, I knew it was going to be a
How
penalty.
would he do that? It's just so- Oh, he broke it.
You know what? It doesn't matter anymore.
Done.
It's just with ease. You got a guy at the edge of the box in the area now.
And you put a tackle like that. Why?
He was ready to take aim, unopposed. Our defenders are not touch tight there at all. Means that it's a panic tackle, isn't it? It's a panic tackle. Look, Davis and Emerson. Look how far away from him, and he's number 28. He's a striker, isn't he? Emerson and
Yeah, it's
Davis are
Ferguson.
about.
That's what I'm talking about. Romero, if Romero's there, that never happens.
You got to be touched right there, and once that doesn't happen, he's got free aim. The player that's behind, in this case, Lo Celso, panics. He knows that if he doesn't take it to do something, he's going to have a strike. Anyway, Joe Pedro with the opportunity to make it 4-0. They're looking at the. I think they're just going to confirm it. I'm not expecting any other decision from VAR. This is disaster, man. End the stream. End the stream, Will.
He's offside. Maybe.
He isn't offside. He's on line with Emerson. And Davis, you can see he's clearly on.
Then that's what
But here, look. How slow are we to close that down? Why is Emerson and Davis so far away from him? In the first half, when we was getting those situations, they were like bam, there, right there. We've got two centre backs who are like 5 yards away, meaning the guy behind them has got to force the challenge. It's just ridiculous, man. Here we are. I mean, what can we argue if we go 4-0 down tonight or we lose the game 4-0? What is that so hard? I feel sorry for this guy, our goalkeeper. I think he's going to go the same way again. I think he's going to go to his right. He didn't. He went the other way. All right. 4-0. This game's done. Good pen. Both penalties were good. Took them well. Short run up. Man, picks his spot. Done.
They deserve this. We haven't deserved anything this year. This game's gonna be 5-6.
Well, now it doesn't matter. Now I can.
What's the excuses?
It's difficult to talk about what I'm seeing. It really is, guys. I don't mind losing a game. It's not. It's the manner of the defeat. It's not the defeat per se, because you can lose and lose gracefully. There's no shame in that.
So we're pressing, but
Tonight we're not competed.
we're pressing, but we're not even pressing like we want to get the ball, but we're just pressing for the sake of it. Here we go.
Who exactly do you mean, Terence? This is on supporters like you, Iggy, big him up all the time. Who are you referring to? Who am I picking up? Who am I supposedly big up? Be specific in what you're saying, Terence. Do Spurs look like a team that should play in European football? Not this 11 that's out here tonight, that's for sure. The 11 that played in the sort of first 5-10 games, good enough to be in there. But the squad is too thin.
This just shows that we need to improve.
Age, I don't get it. I don't get what you're trying to say. So can you be a little bit more specific?
The manager.
What's that?
The manager.
What about him?
Man,
I said earlier on, if Terence listened to what I said earlier, assuming that you're talking about Ange and not age, I mentioned that he should have made the changes earlier. I did. Before you commented there, I mentioned that the manager can't be spared of any criticism on tonight's performance. Of course he can't be. And I said that I would have made those changes at half time. Minimum 2 changes because we were 2-0 down. 2-0 down. So I expected a change, if not 2, to have been made at half time. But at the very latest, 5-10 minutes in, 5-10 minutes in, it was too late. So I did say, so I have to, I take on what you're saying, and I said this before you put this comment up. So no, I haven't spared Ange Postecoglou of criticism for tonight's game. I'm talking about praise when there is to praise, but when this happens, I can't blame him for Romero being out. I can't blame him for Maddison being out. I can't blame him for any of the injuries, and the fact that he had to play this back four. It's either this or Dyer makes very little difference to me. But once we're 2-0 down at half time, got to bring Lo Celso on earlier. Plastic fans leaving. I missed that. Plastic fans leaving the stadium early. Well, plastic fans that have made the journey. I'm only assuming that you're talking about Spurs. Plastic fans have made the journey up to Brighton. Have got to make the journey back at 4-0 down. From Spurs' point of view, there's not really much else to see, is there? So they might as well start making their journey back home. 2.5 hours, 2-3 hours, depending where they're going. If they're coming back to North London, it's a 2+ hour drive, so they might as well start making it.
Oh, please.
Sonny,
Son, come on, please. Come on, man. Yeah!
4-1. Veliz
Oh,
Veliz gets his first goal. Veliz gets his first goal for Spurs, and sad. It's sad that this kid's got to experience his first goal for Tottenham Hotspur in a match of this. Yeah, it is what it is.
No, but I mean, look. Okay, so there is an important aspect to scoring today. We have scored in every game we've played since March of last year. So keeping that vibe alive in the face of this nastiness is important.
Son, yeah, we've got the ball. He squared it to him straight away. But you see, when you do things quickly, one the ball goes to Son. Son plays it across. Veliz has got the time to. What's happened? Well done to Veliz, by the way, for getting his first goal for the club. Massive for a kid his age. Yeah, he pressed the ball there, won it. Oh my God!
That's a red card.
It's Kulizeski, it's not Højbjerg.
I know, but from
That's-
what's happened with us and the red cards we got, that should be a red card.
If he doesn't get a red card for that, then the Romero thing is nasty.
Null and void. Yeah.
Look, I'm telling you right now.
You see, this won't happen now. He's got a yellow. He's got a yellow card for that.
When we do, it's a red card.
It's insane. Please, guys, don't tell me there's no agendas. But when I say it, and I've brought it up before,
100%. 100%. It would have been.
It-
It was.
Immortal.
If it
was.
it was
Immortal.
a red.
If not, if that was Romero, that's a red. It's
For
already
Romero,
happened.
it was a red.
What I'm saying is, if Romero does this, if Romero does that, which he did against Chelsea, guys. That's what he got sent off for. Similar sort of thing. He's gone straight through.
Right in the side of his leg.
For me, those are never red cards. They are never red cards.
It's not
because
even a
the guy-
foul, actually.
The guy's not, he's playing the ball and the momentum has carried him through. They are not red cards for me. Let me just state that. But if the rules stipulate that they are, and Romero has been deemed red carded for this sort of thing, then this can't not be a red card either. Where's the balance? You see what I'm saying? Where is the balance in all of this? Bissouma against Forest, who takes the top of the ball and connects to the player. Sent off. Where's the balance tonight? Do you see what I mean? There's certain players, us with Romero, and I've said this before, Udogie and Bissouma, there's certain players that are targeted. I'm not saying that those are the three that I say for Spurs. I'm sure every fan of every team will have those one or two players that are always targeted. But this guy gets a yellow card for it. You see the balance? It's not balanced, man. It's not balanced. And that's the injustice, man, that I find in all it. In all of this. You cannot tell me that there's balance because that's Romero tonight. Dunk instead of Dunk, it's Romero. He's off. He's gone.
Come on,
They didn't.
100%.
Romero wouldn't have even waited for the VAR. He would have been already walking off. Where's the balance, guys? Where is the balance? Incredibly, Mark, we've had the chances. So you're right. It could have been 3-3 just as easy. Uncle Mad, I think you should be watching Arsenal, mate. Don't bother so much about the Spurs game. Should be paying attention to your team. But
Yeah,
thanks for
being 1-0
coming on.
down, about to get
Thanks
beat
for,
by West
thanks
Ham
for
at
coming
home.
on. Thanks for coming on to a Spurs chat. Yeah, half.
Oi. Oi.
Okay, 4-2.
Oi.
Davis.
On 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
It's not over yet.
Oh, come on.
It's not over yet.
Will, man,
time.
stop it.
Look, with all
4-2.
the stoppage time, it could be another 10 minutes. We got 15 minutes left. We get a third.
Nah.
It's not off. It's not off. Nah. That's
100% onside.
That's not off. But
It's
this
not even close to being off.
this pisses me off even more, Will. This pisses me off even more now.
You're not gonna take your speech.
This is gonna be pissed because I said there was vulnerabilities in this Brighton team. I said there was there. We just didn't test them enough, and when we did, offside, this, that, and the other.
Well, I
now
mean,
they're
conceding
checking
2 penalties doesn't help your cause either.
poor goals, with the exception of that left the goal. I'm gonna give that one. They're looking. What is they looking for? Offside here. I mean, they've really
The goal
analysed
from
everything.
Estepanian was fine, but
It's a goal, man. It's a goal. Everything for Spurs tonight has been checked. I noticed that. Everything.
it's like literally, I'm telling you, they are trying to
They're
find a
trying-
reason.
They really did. They tried. Ben Davis, another one, first goal of the season. So Veliz and Davis both scoring their first goal of the season tonight.
All those fans that left all those fans.
Yeah, all those
left the
fans.
stadium early.
I know, but those are the Brighton fans, right? Or those Spurs there?
Spurs.
The Spurs fans have left early, missed 2 goals. Oh dear.
Now, if we get a goal in like the next couple of minutes.
If we,
Then maybe they were plastic fans, huh?
maybe there were, but there has to be a.
That's a foul. Come on.
Yeah, it's... Yeah, but MH, they missed them 60% of Spurs, but they were 4-0 down, man. I can't sit here and say you're right that no one should ever leave before the final whistle's gone, but 4-0 with 10 minutes to go.
What are you talking about? Why is an Arsenal fan saying that? Under Arteta, he doesn't remember the empty stadium where his whole fan base rocked out when we smashed you 3-0?
At home. No, but what was the game last season when Arsenal fans were leaving home after they realised they weren't going to win the league? Was it? It was Brighton, wasn't it?
Brighton, I think.
It was Brighton. There was a drone shot from outside the stadium, right above, and you can see. I mean, we are talking in thousands. We're leaving the home pitch, the home stadium. When Brighton, I think we're winning 2-0. Was it 2-0? Yeah. So come on, throwing stones from glass houses. At least here, there's a
Uncle Mad. They were penalties, and you are now losing to West Ham at home 1-0. You pack it in. Don't tell me to pack it in.
We got Arsenal fans in the chat who are just trolling. It's half time. It's half time for their game, so they come over here to.
If Arsenal lost 4, if Arsenal loses 4 to Brighton, we'd let them try for
That's cool. But they have to win their game as well, yeah? Oh my god, he's in again. It's gone down too soft. It's too soft. He went down too soft. I thought he was going to take it first time on the volley, I'll be honest with you. I thought when that ball bounced once, he was going to take it. And then he kind of hesitated and then brought it down. This is how we should have come out at half time.
If we just played like this like earlier, we could have actually got something out of this game.
Oh my god! No penalty, no?
I know, but then if that was for them, he would have given it straight away.
But do you see the intensity, how quick football we're doing? Everything, this should have been happening for. It's taking us to go 4-0 down to do this. Was that? Yeah, the pressure's off. And so
Pressure's off, but now Brighton's under the fire. They may make mistakes here. I'm telling you, it ain't over till the whistle blows.
9 minutes added on.
9 minutes.
What? Ooh! Someone please shoot, man. Why's no one shooting, Will? Why's no one shooting? Guys, why's no one shooting, please? I told you guys, this defense, Brighton defense, was not tested enough. I saw the vulnerabilities in it. Even when we was 2-0 down at half time, I said it hadn't been tested.
If we draw this game,
yeah, they might as well go for it. 10 minutes.
Of course, they added 9 minutes. MH.
Oh, go on.
There was two. There was multiple penalties, multiple VAR checks. Why wouldn't they add 9 minutes? If you didn't know they were going to add 9 minutes, Valise.
Substitutions. There was players injuries.
Arsenal fans are so salty because they feel the comeback coming on. They feel it. That's why they've gotten salty in the chat. They feel it.
Poor shot by Kulizeski. It's all Spurs, guys. It's all Spurs. It's all Spurs. A little too late for my liking, but it's all Spurs.
Yeah, 2 is multiple.
Cramps? Was it cramps?
Trying to slow the game down. That's what it is.
Dunk has cramps.
Ref, make sure you're adding this time on.
Oh, they'll add it on. Don't worry. They have to.
We'll add it on. Lallana's coming on. I'm amazed he's still involved. This is all time added on. This is going to go 100 plus minutes. Who's coming on?
Pretty tell him to hurry up.
What was that all about?
Pretty just told him to hurry up.
I think Lo Celso said something a bit stronger than just get on with it.
Yeah.
I think he insulted him.
He probably did. But honestly, I respect that. He deserves it.
What, you respect the fact they insulted him?
Yeah, he deserves it. Did you see when Brighton made it 4-0? Did you see his celebration? That they're not 10th in the league.
Doesn't matter. The guy can celebrate a goal.
No, but it's not the way he did it.
A last search for Spurs.
That's a foul. Come on.
Come on, Gilman. Actually do something. There we go. Alright.
Come on, man. Put it in the box. Oh, my life.
He's been so dead.
Oh, see why they all want to play the little one. Just take the ball down and take the shot.
this is probably going to go to that plus 10, plus 11.
Yeah, Brian Hill, another one. I'm not sure. Oh, Villiers, well done.
Only Deutsch. Come on, let's get another goal.
Somebody, they should be queuing up. Just take the shot. Oh my God, post. Oh, that's a. Is that handball?
There's no, but that was the chance. That was the chance to get us like even remotely close.
But it's amazing when you take a shot. What could happen? That's the penalty. I think they're checking there was a penalty there because I think the guy saved it, man. What's happened?
I hope he saved it. Nah, that's not a penalty.
No. You see there that they could see that straight away. It wasn't. Oh.
That was the chance for us to get back into this game.
So what are they stopping it for then?
They stopped it for no reason. The guy didn't handball it. He had his hands behind his back. But also, these guys were weak, man, at the back as well. We tested them too late. I said it from. It's a corner ball. That was a really poor ball by Kulu. It's not. This is the.
Get one more.
As a shame, was there a curl on that?
Oh, so close.
Man alive. You score there, Will, and then the last 5 minutes, God almighty. Hey. You think so?
He's played 25, he's played what? Half an hour today, he's been good.
Do you think Villiers should start the next game? Based on what you just seen in the last 20 minutes?
What Richarlison did in 65 minutes, he's done more than yeah, but still, Richarlison is rubbish. Oh!
Ah, son.
Oh, she's just ahead of him.
Couldn't wrap his foot around it, could he?
No, he didn't have enough space. The ball's a little bit long. If it was like a half step closer, he could have.
It's frustrating. We had to wait so late to put some sort of surge on. Why didn't we go at them before? See the frustration because I could see it. I knew their defense didn't look vulnerable. But we just didn't get at them till the game was done. How does this guy get man of the match for scoring 2 goals?
He's got 2 penalties.
And we didn't really do much else. I think they had. I thought Milner was better. How are they gonna give it to that guy, man?
He's such a wise.
There's a couple of minutes left, guys.
What the? Come on, man.
No one wants to shoot, man. Nobody wants to shoot.
We're allergic to shooting.
A minute left. Should have brought. Yeah, I think Lo Celso. They did change the game a little bit, but
it's a yellow card for kicking the ball again.
Yeah. I think the game's done now. I think that was it. I think with that Højbjerg chance, I think that was the final one. That goes in, maybe, but it's just frustrating that we've had to wait to go 4-0 down. It just goes to tell you that the attitude, the
Sorry,
mindset
the sun was not
there.
poor today.
It wasn't even like this. They had a rotated 11 because of injuries.
He was no better or worse than anyone else on the pitch, to be honest with you. I mean, to
So
go.
he wasn't good today, but he wasn't poor. It's not like he was worse than Brendan Johnson
No.
or Richarlison or Kulusevski.
This is why I don't single out the individual players, because that's why I was asking the question earlier on when Johnson at half time was, are West Ham really winning 2-0? Is that a joke? Are West
No,
Ham
it's
really
probably not.
Well, I mean, let's see this game now. Then we can change it up.
West Ham are winning 2-0, Will.
No,
Yeah.
do you know what? That's the one good thing about today.
You see what happens when you troll.
Come on,
You
Will, be
troll.
honest. He's the captain. Captain for what? Because he's the captain means he has to score in every game? Shut up. Look, I'm tired of this stupid crap. Tired of it.
Listen, at half
Blame the
time,
players that lost us the game, not the one who created the most key passes of anyone in our front line. Like, seriously. I'm not saying he played well today. No one played well. It's stupid. The agenda is stupid now.
it's pointless. We didn't lose because of Johnson or because of Son. We lost because we didn't play well. Fundamentally, guys, we did not play well.
Idiots.
We were saying it earlier on, 60, 70 minutes. We played well 5 minutes in the first half and probably the last 10, 15 of the second half. That's it. 15 minutes plus 5, that's 20 minutes. We played well in 100 minutes. In 100 minutes of football, we played well 20 of them. It's not good enough, guys. Today, we're worthy lose. Today, we lost. Brighton, they done well. They won. They took their chances. They put 4 past us. You got to look at us and say that we wasn't good enough. It's as simple as that. And I don't think anyone's sitting here tonight saying Brighton didn't deserve that. We wasn't good enough for large parts of the game. That's the reality. But the frustration part, whilst we got 2 goals back, and then that last 15 minutes, I said it. I said it at half time. There was vulnerabilities in that Brighton side. We didn't explore those vulnerabilities enough. When we did in the last 15 minutes, we got in twice. More so. Richarlison's offside goals, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, still, the buy's looking good.
Yeah,
at least you have something. As bad as tonight was.
I know. So why? Yeah. That's why. So why are we blaming individual players? It's silly. It's stupid.
Still, take it away, man. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I can't stand this ball.
By the way, Arsenal 2-0 down at home to West Ham.
Yeah. So I'm in. It's called the London Underground Bar. It's in one of the hotels. It's a sports bar with like an American diner theme, and they've got the Arsenal game on one side, the Spurs game on the other, and the Arsenal and the Spurs fans have been going at each other all game, but both teams are losing, so everyone's in the mud. The whole pub is in the mud. The whole pub. But yeah, look, for me, the injuries are a massive problem. That defense looks absolute trash.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Well, I will say that. I will say that because
no,
we have.
Stop with it.
No.
Let him finish. Let him finish, and then you can go as well.
A game this season without Romero in the team.
Stop with the excuses.
Fact.
Excuses.
No. Okay, listen. You're negative. You hate everything Tottenham. I get it, right? For me, I like this season. I'm quite happy with it. But these injuries are a massive issue. No Romero is a disaster at the back. No Van der Ven and Romero. We've been up against it. That midfield with Højbjerg is trash. He's no good. Then you've got a lack of creativity in the midfield. Brendan Johnson, for me, is not good enough for Spurs. I hope he comes good, but so far he's not been good enough. I just don't think we've got enough good players on the pitch. But the upsetting thing is, the last 15 minutes we went at them, they were all over the shop. But do you know what? I think that's partly because they were 4-0 up. They got a little bit complacent. And also they knew they had the cushion. I think if the score was 1-1 or 2-1 to Brighton, they wouldn't have been like that. So
do you not feel that the changes though made the difference? Lo Celso coming on, Veliz.
Not really, Iggy. Okay, look.
As in, like Lo Celso started playing more vertical passes. They started playing more forward passes instead of the sideways ones.
I think Brighton just took their foot off the gas, and Lo Celso brought energy, and so did Brian Hill. Brian Hill actually I thought played quite well, but look, to say to say they didn't make a difference is unfair. I certainly think they impacted the game, but I think it's more because Brighton knew the game was won. If that goal went in that hit the post at 4-3, my God, anything could have happened. But I think certain individuals do need to be called out. The team as a whole wasn't good. I thought there was some extra special bad performances. I thought Richarlison was absolutely dog shit. That's the Richarlison that I've been cussing. He scored a couple of tap-ins and everyone's got excited. He's not good enough. He showed tonight. He's looking down the line for the offside and he still goes offside. It's ridiculous. The guy's not good enough. And I'm going to call out Spurs fans here. Stop praising Richarlison. He's not good. He's not good. He's a tap-in merchant. That's not good. Brendan Johnson needs to wake up because these performances from him aren't good enough. Not for a £45 million player. It's not his fault of the price tag.
Look,
But then again, I look at some of the other players as well today.
I was going to get to that point because Brendan Johnson got it.
He caused a penalty.
No. What I'm saying is, Brendan Johnson at half time in the comments, he was getting it hard, and I asked the question: why are we singling him out when I felt that we just didn't? The exception of the first 5 minutes, I felt that we was poor. That we was really passive, and we allowed the guy to go across the goal, play the ball in, strike on goal. Vicario had already made 2 saves. We was really passive defensively. I don't think we was connected. But he took it. Son is now taking it, and I'm like, why are we picking out individuals when the performance of the team throughout 60, 70 minutes of that 100 minutes was not good enough?
I don't think. Listen, Brighton took their foot off the gas. They weren't the same Brighton. When Brighton played football and came for us, that defence got torn to pieces, to absolute shreds. And don't forget, they hit the post. Our goalie had to make some top saves. I know he hit the post as well, but Brighton could have been 4, 5, 6-0 up today. Let's have it right. For me, Brighton took their foot off the gas.
4 big chances in the first half. So.
I thought our defense was bad.
People in the chat though that want to blame Son, just real quick, because then I got to bounce. I got another place to be. The 7 when Son's sofa score rating looks like Richarlison's, then you can come at me and say that Son played bad, right? You can come back to me and say Son played poor.
What's Richarlison's score?
6.8. When Son's looks like Richarlison's. When Son's looks like Richarlison, still it starts at 6.5. That means he did hardly nothing.
Oh right, okay. I was gonna say
when Son's looks like Richarlison's, then you can come at me in the chat. Until then, keep your mouth shut, because I ain't having it.
Dude, Richarlison was absolute trash tonight. I didn't think Son was great.
Kulusevski got a 6.
Okay, guys.
Kulusevski today was not good. He wasn't. I'll call Kulu out as well. But the reason I'm calling Richarlison out is because Kulu has proven to be a good player.
When Sons looks like Brendan Johnson, then you can come at me in the chat.
He's not a good player.
Richarlison has never proven to be good for Spurs. But because he got a couple of tap-ins in a row and a header, everyone got excited. Today he was awful. He can't stay on side. Listen, I don't like Richarlison as a player. I can't stand him as a football player. I think he's awful. But not just him. Emerson and Davies today were crap at the back. Not putting in a tackle. That Brighton player for the first goal, he walked past 5 players. Nobody put a tackle in. What's going on?
Della Spurs, big up for the super chat. Emerson's a very poor defender and Johnson is struggling. I thought Poro was poor. Big up, Della Spurs. Thank you very much for the super chat, mate.
Can I just ask a question?
Yeah, go for it.
Of course,
go.
Of course, Tels always finds excuses.
All right, tell us your views.
No, Dietrich. Perisic out, Solomon out, Van der Ven out, Romero out, Basuma out, Maddison out. These aren't excuses, these are facts. You think this Spurs squad squad is good? No, Dietrich, you think this Spurs squad is good enough with those injuries? You're deluded. I'm telling you now, you are a deluded fan if you think we're good enough without those players.
Wait. They had Lamptey out, March out, Mitoma out, Enciso out, Fati out, Vanman out and Webster out, and they still found a way to score 4
Yeah, but
goals.
those players aren't. Hold on, those players aren't. Bar
No.
Matoma, none of those players have played for them over months, right? The Espanyol
It
came
does-
back. What's his name? Pedro, the guy that scored the 2 pens. He's been on fire.
Dietrich?
You're telling me
talking
this
about?
Dietrich, okay,
no.
I can answer your stupid question. I can answer your stupid question because it is stupid, right? Where did Brighton finish last season with those players?
What's
Back in a sec, guys. Lou
Third?
break.
Where did Brighton finish with all those players you mentioned who were fit?
third?
No,
I
Brighton
think-
finished 6th. They got into Europe.
Okay, 6, yeah.
Where did Tottenham finish with all our players? 8th. So if you take their best players out and our best players out, they're 6th, we're 8th, Dietrich. So don't say that. Spurs are not good without our best players. We're not. This is the
It
reality of
doesn't
it.
matter. Okay,
It
so
does
why
matter.
you
You
put...
pull Romero out of that team, you get performances like today
Okay,
from that
so
back
why do you
line.
play-
Romero's
okay.
here. None of those goals happen. None
Okay,
of them.
2 questions. Okay, I have 2 questions. So why
When
why at
Spurs
halftime?
haven't lost the game, Spurs haven't lost the game when Romero's here, dude.
Okay, so why did Brighton make a substitution at halftime and we didn't? And we still play Royale at center back, even though he was
Because
struggling.
we don't
for
have a
some-
center
would
back
you-
to put in.
I
Who
would
you
play.
Geezer?
I would-
Can I say something, Dietrich? For as rubbish as Royale is, and I'm telling you, he's rubbish. He made a lot of recovery runs. Dyer can't make that run. He hasn't got the pace.
I would take Phillips any day of the week over this clown.
Dude, Phillips, you don't know what he's like, Dietrich.
Phillips is injured.
Yeah, he's
No,
a
he's
young
on
kid
the
as well, isn't he?
He's on the bench.
He just came back from a 6-week injury, 8-week injury.
I would rather play
You're
him
going to
even
start
though
him?
over Emerson every day of the week.
Look, Dietrich, look, you're my brother, right? I'll meet you halfway, right? We are brothers. If you know, look, this is your homeland, my habibi. if at 3-0, maybe that was an opportunity to bring us some kids. But the thing is, Ange believed that the game was still there. And you know what? The way we ended, it kind of was. But I still think it's because Brighton dropped off. I don't think Spurs suddenly were brilliant. I think Brighton just took a little step back and it nearly cost them.
And even one question, my last question. We know Gio played well. Like, do you remember against City and other teams? Why he doesn't start? Serious question. Why he doesn't start?
I don't know.
And he's better than anyone in the midfield.
Because he came back from injury too, man. You guys
He went
gotta
off
get
injured a
match
little while
fitness in
ago
their
when he
leg.
came back, didn't he?
You got to get match fitness in your legs before you come back.
He's better than Sar. Fuck, man. Sar sucks.
Listen,
Sar's
Bryce.
been great all season, dude. What are you talking about?
Bryce.
You're so
Oh, man.
reactionary, Dietrich. Like, you have to think about the season as a whole.
So you know, Ange Postecoglou. I don't know if you got
Probably
listened to all
Sar's
of his.
worst game ever, and it was his first bad game all season.
Will, I don't know if everyone listens to Ange Postecoglou's interviews, but he said with all these injuries, we can't even train properly. So let's say you want to do an 11-a-side match in training, or let's say you want to get 24 players together with subs and do like a match in training to practice. He hasn't even got first team squad members to do stuff like that. So even training, this is impacting us. It's taking its toll on us. I'm not using it as an excuse, but what I am saying is, name me a team with a thin squad like Spurs that can sustain this.
Yeah,
I
but that's
think
why-
Bournemouth might beat us. I'm telling you now.
Yeah, but that's why you should play the kids at this point. Get them
Yeah, but
used
then,
to it.
then okay, Dietrich, let's say you play the kids and you lose 6-2. What does
It's
that do
not-
to
I
everyone's
don't-
confidence? Then
I
you
don't
damage
mi-
the confidence.
Yeah, but at least you can say, at least you made a point. You've proven a point that even with the kids, we suck. Like if I see Emerson,
But you don't play the kids to prove a point that we suck with them. Andrew's job is to win games. He's trying to win games, right?
we're not gonna win games with these idiots on the field, bro. You know them all.
Okay, but the reason those idiots are on the field is because we've got the injuries, and this was my argument with you at the beginning. Look, Spurs were only top of the table for 10 games because we made 4 or 5 really good signings. As soon as a lot of those signings are injured, plus the existing players that were good from the old system that are injured or suspended, we're struggling.
Yeah, even self-release. Imagine this guy like barely played and he had a better game than Richarlison.
Listen, I've said it all along. You know, I got a lot of stick when Richarlison was scoring, and I'm saying, no, he's not good. I watch him. He'll score 1 goal, a tap in, and then for 80 minutes he does nothing. Tonight, Richarlison proved why he's rubbish. He's rubbish. He can't keep on side. He had 2 chances he should have scored. He missed. Not for me, you know. He's not good enough, you know. But I don't want to just sit here and slag him off because there's a lot of players tonight that weren't good. I think Ange's got an impossible job. He needs to be backed, man. How many players would you get rid of from this team? I'd say there's still 12 players that need to go, maybe more.
I think even I know you're gonna cuss me, but even Kulu might get on the list. He is a frustrating player. Just a
I've been
personal
saying we
opinion.
need to get an upgrade on him for the last.
I've been
months,
saying it
2
since
months.
like he had 1/2 of a season. The rest he's been rubbish. I
Will,
don't
which
He's
think
player is
fine.
that?
Look, he's fine. Kulusevski is fine as a backup for Madison.
I
That's what I
agree.
want to keep
Agree.
Kulusevski for. That's
Agree.
it. Not as a winger. We need to sign Rafinha.
Guys, 162 of you in the chat, 174 of you in the chat. Smash a like, guys. Smash that like for the stream.
Smash a like for all of D-Tricks, Habibi, Arabic brothers.
Boy, I hope they take you to prison.
He's enjoying life in Dubai, Dietrich.
Oh yeah, by the way,
Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum.
Kulu's is banned for the next game.
Is he?
Yeah, he got 5th yellow card. He's banned.
No, because it resets. It's
No,
19 games it
Bournemouth.
resets.
Bournemouth. Gustav Bournemouth.
That's all right. Lo Celso in. Lo Celso's coming inbound.
Listen, guys, I got to go. I just wanted to jump on and just say my bit, but...
No worries, man.
JP, what's
listen.
going on with your internet connection, man?
Yeah. Boys, big up.
See you later, Joe. Enjoy.
Bye, man.
JP, what's happening? Can you hear us? Oh, sound problem. Still, Arsenal still 2-0 down. So all the gooners that were giving it to us earlier on, they've gone missing now.
No, actually,
They
At
can
least we
still
did.
come back. There's still
At
enough
least-
time. They can still come back.
at least the 2 goals saved us from the embarrassment.
It was too late, Dietrich. Too late. End
Yeah,
of the
but why
day.
did it?
End of the
did
day,
it-
I said from the get-go that I saw vulnerabilities in that defence. We should have got at him early.
Look, I'm not Ange's biggest fan. That's just a personal opinion. But after halftime, I would have subbed off Emerson because he was struggling.
Who? Emerson?
Emerson was struggling the whole game.
He wasn't the only one, though. But I felt more than the defence, I felt that the midfield was rubbish. I didn't think
Even
it was
the
good enough
midfield.
in midfield. They got into our defence too easily.
Even the midfield is true.
I think that's where we lost the game really in midfield.
But that's why I've been saying, like, in January, like a midfield and a center back is the top 2 priority.
If you look at we had Højbjerg, Sarr, and Kulusevski. Who got the highest mark there? I don't even know. I mean, they all got
The
average.
highest,
It's
it's
too easy.
Højbjerg.
It's
Højbjerg.
too easy to pinpoint the defence. You knew already that we was already a little bit weak there. Losing Mamero, you knew. So you needed that extra oomph from midfield. We were very absent.
Okay,
Very,
so
very absent. You know, tonight I'm hearing, listen, I get the disappointment. I'm hearing, Emerson wasn't good enough. At half time, I was hearing Johnson not good enough. At the end, towards the end of the game, Son wasn't good enough. Now I'm reading Kulu's not good enough. There were so many players that didn't perform tonight, man. You just have to say, when you've got that many players who haven't performed or weren't good enough, as I'm reading, you have to say that we wasn't, as a team, wasn't good enough. So when you have only the goalkeeper as your the goalkeeper tonight was our best player,
and he got 4 goals. He conceded 4 goals.
and he conceded 4 goals, and he was our best player. What does that tell you, Dietrich?
Well, I
And
mean,
that
needs to
tells you
he
everything you
kept
need
it from being 8. So
to.
he needs to work on his penalties. That's one criticism. Work
Oh,
on the
come on, we
penalties.
need to work on not conceding stupid ones.
look, I mean,
Yeah.
even Lloris conceded the majority of his penalties, and he was one of the best penalty stoppers in world football. So I don't think we can be overly harsh on
No,
the
no,
guy.
no, no, no. I'm not being harsh. I'm just like over criticizing. That's it.
Yeah,
There
that's
were
what
good
being
penalties.
overly harsh means. You goofball.
There were good penalties, to be fair. There were. He took them well. End of the day, he put them in the corner. So I'm not going to blame him for that.
No,
It's,
the thing that annoyed me with the goals is like he just easily passed from the left and just like give a two ball every time. And even like if you go back, even Vicario was like, "You guys are 2-on-1, and you cannot defend the guy."
come on, we was in a situation of where we scored 2 offside goals. The second one could have been avoided. He's looking straight down the line and he's offside. The first one, I have to say, I missed it because I turned over from the Arsenal game a bit too late. So I missed the first offside goal. I didn't see it. But the second one was ridiculous. JP seems to have issues with. Okay, Terence Sampson. I'm going to answer your question one more time because I mentioned it in the first. I said it at half time. For those of you that were in the chat, would have heard me say it. I said that Postecoglou should have made the changes at half time. I would have brought Lo Celso on straight away and maybe someone else. Although we was very limited in the choices that we had on the bench. When your team is 2-0 down, you have to make a change or even 2 straight away. However, he chose not to do it. Maybe he wanted to give him 10, 15 minutes. It didn't pay off. Of course, he's not spared from criticism. When a team loses in the way that we did tonight, he's not spared from criticism. I've said he should have made a change at half time. That's what I'm criticizing him for. And guys in the chat would have heard me say it when it was happening. So I'm not sparing anybody of criticism tonight. Least of all Ange. Nobody's spared. So I don't know what more to say on if you guys are expecting me to come out with insults on my players. When I say my players, I mean Spurs players. I'm not that guy, guys. I'm not that guy who's going to come insulting the manager, insulting the players. I will criticize them the same way I praise them.
But I
I don't
think
go
it's
over
too.
the top I don't go over the top when I praise the players. If they've had a good match, I don't go over the top. The same way I'm not going to go to town because they've not played well. Tonight was the one match, Dietrich, that 100 minutes was played. 100 minutes was played tonight. And we probably played well 20 minutes of it. 5-6 minutes in the first half and maybe 15 minutes at the end when we was 4-0 down. That means that Brighton were better than us for 80 minutes out of 100. That tells you everything you need to know. That's it.
If
I don't know
next
how you view it, man. It's very simple for me.
if next game I don't see either of really no what's his name Phillips or Dorrington, questions need to be asked. Honestly,
There's other people out there, YouTubers and non, that want to slate the team, insult, swear, whatever. If that's who you want to watch and want to listen to, you're free to do it. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy to be trading insults. So I try. I'm not always successful at it, but I try to stay rational, even in defeat. The same way I try to stay balanced when we win. Everyone gets a little bit carried away when we win. It's the joy, isn't it? The joy of the win, of the 3 points or whatever. You get gassed a little bit. It's natural reaction. I tried to stay balanced in defeat as well. And tonight we just simply wasn't good enough. For the vast majority of the game, we was not good enough. And Brighton fully deserved the 3 points. Then we could talk about injuries, we could talk about everything we want. But, we shall see what happens in the January transfer market to see if anything happens. But for now, we've got another tough game against Bournemouth at home. We've got to try and bounce back. Bournemouth, they've won, I believe, and guys, correct me in the chat. They've won the last 7 out of 9 games. Dietrich, I don't know if you're aware of it. They've won
Let
maybe
me look.
7 out of 9. So they're in really good form. Really good form.
Yeah,
So they're gonna come confident at White Hart Lane. So
the last game they lost was November 4th against City.
that's a very confident side coming to Spurs. So
They be, they beat Man U, tied with Aston Villa, beat Palace.
yeah. So but they're a team in form who are gonna come with no fear at White Hart Lane. So, and we must do absolutely everything to come away with 3 points on Sunday. So that's the focus. We got to analyze tonight's game. Look at it where we went wrong, which won't be too hard. We've got to analyze it, see where we went wrong. In large parts of it, we went wrong. So there's plenty to take from tonight's game. And hopefully, we're not going to lose any more players between now and that game. And then come, the next game will be in January. We need to bring those. If we are going to bring any players in,
We're
and
not gonna bring.
there's no certainty. You're right. There's no certainty that we will. But if we are, we surely, Dietrich, we've got to do it early. We've got to
We're
do the
not
best
gonna.
we can.
Iggy, you know damn well nothing will happen in January. You know. You know damn well nothing will happen.
There's nothing. Listen, I want to believe that we are because we are struggling, man. Like,
Who's the
numerically,
chairman?
no,
Who's the
yeah.
chairman?
Listen,
There you go.
you're preaching to the preacher now.
Yeah.
I'm fully aware who he is, but I'm saying that it's so in front of everybody's eyes that I don't think anybody from Spurs, anybody at Spurs, could forgive. Surely they can't forgive this ownership if they don't bring anybody in, given the state that we're in, injury-wise. Surely.
Injuries, and you forgot about the cut-off for internationals, AFCON and Asian Cup.
Yeah, we lose Son,
So,
Bissouma, Sarr. Yeah. So
look, if I don't see 2 players in the first week, I know something bad's gonna happen during the season.
we heard Postecoglou. He wants them in early, didn't he? So
Yeah, but what he wants, and is he gonna put pressure? That's another question.
yeah, listen, listen. We have to let it play out, Dietrich. We may have a feeling that's going to go the way that we think it's going to go, but nonetheless, we can't, we can't go in. We have to let it play out and then see where we're situated come 1st of February. We got our club back saying I'm kicking off and no one comes in January the 1st. Listen, we'll have to, like I said, we'll have to play it out. And guys, I'm reading your messages. Robert, look at Enoch, January recruiting.
Penalty check.
Nothing there but 2 exceptions, Kulu and Rodrigo. I get it. You guys, listen, you're all right. And I've said my piece on it many a times. But, we have to see. We have to see what happens and let it play out. And then act accordingly.
Biggie penalty check. Penalty
Penalty
check
to who?
Arsenal.
Who's the penalty for who?
No, they're checking for Arsenal.
No penalty. No. The guys are watching the game. They're telling me it's no penalty.
Okay. Good.
How long left, by the way, guys?
8 minutes plus added time.
West Ham playing well still, yeah? Well, West Ham are playing well. See.
But you see, when you buy quality fours, you see the difference it makes on your team. Kudos, Bowen, Paqueta.
Hey, listen, they're good players. They're good players. They're doing really well. West Ham, they had been doing well at home, but they haven't been doing so well away from home. But tonight's a big win, It almost justifies the changes that they did, even though they exited out of the cup against Liverpool by making those changes. But making those very changes have picked up the fruits in beating Man United, which they got a lot of confidence out of. And tonight away at the Emirates, it looks like I don't want to. I dare say there looks like they're going to pick up all 3 points. I mean, subject for the last 10 minutes, Arsenal can always turn it around, but it's paying dividends. They made some tough choices. A lot of West Ham fans I spoke to were disappointed that they didn't play the first team against Liverpool. They felt that if they'd overcome Liverpool, they would have had a really good chance of making a final. So they were annoyed about that. But it's paid dividends because 3 points against Man United at home, another 3 looks like it's going to happen tonight. It's paid. So it's paid off. But guys, is it
one question? Just one
Yeah.
question. It might be a stupid one. Why are we the only team that's getting as much injuries? It reminds me of the Pochettino days. Like, is there something happening? Like, I don't know. Like you look at Arsenal, they barely have any injuries on their first team. I mean,
Mm.
West Ham too. They have their number one and then their first team. We're the only team that gets injured. It reminds me of the Pochettino days.
Yeah, but literally,
Maybe,
look at it. Madison picked up an injury in his ankle.
yeah. Van de
Um,
Ven
Van
recoveries.
der Ven. They're all different injuries. If they were all the similar type of injuries, then I'll say
Yes.
yeah. You could look at the medical team.
Yeah, but both defenders are. It's the hamstring.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think
I
it's
don't know.
just. Look,
Is
I'm not
this
trying to.
is this
Maybe it's the.
Postecoglou's medical team?
Maybe it's Postecoglou medical team, or maybe it's the way we play.
Maybe
Maybe
so.
it demands a lot. So this is
I
what I'm
think
saying.
I
Like,
think I think that it gets heightened even more so because we haven't got a big enough squad and the same players are constantly playing. You got to look at it that way. We need to beefing up the team a little bit to allow certain players to rest every now and again. Not rest, but perhaps not play as many minutes to avoid that happening. Because
yeah,
what
but, mm,
you have there's people in the staff that count up the minutes that each player's play and they try to balance it out and make the changes accordingly. From one player's played a hell of a lot of minutes, they try to minimize that by bringing other players on for them, or they might start them ahead of them to try and balance out the minutes throughout. So there's somebody that keeps the stats of how much a player is playing and so forth. So maybe we need to look at we undoubtedly we need to look to extend the squad, and only then you can start managing the players that are playing without losing, without dropping off.
yeah, but
Um,
instead of that's why in the summer, instead of buying Brennan Johnson for 50, you could have bought another center back.
yeah, but
That and Postecoglou.
that's strategies. Yeah, listen, I agree, but maybe we have to look at it and see what happens next month. I think if nothing happens next month, which is what a lot of people are predicting by the sounds of it, then we need to really look at the bigger picture outside of the team and manager and say, right, what's going on here?
Maybe the only
That's
thing if we
at the
buy.
moment I'm holding back. I'm holding back because I want to see what happens. But if not, come February the 1st, I'm going to town. People say, well, you shouldn't wait that long. Well, no, I have to see how it plays out. I can't
I'm
go
telling
in.
you, it's gonna
I
be the
can't.
same thing as
Yeah.
last year. We're gonna focus on one player and just let it go until the last week of January. Same thing as
We
Polo.
got one game. We got one game before then. We're focused on trying to finishing off the year with 3 points in front of our home fans. And then we'll see come January what's going to happen. Now, guys, we're nearly running out of time. Any I don't know if Will is there. If Will has any final thoughts before we shoot off.
No, I'm here. I'm good. Just.
Will, are you doing a show later?
I'll be over on the terrace, and I'm going to Judge Mo's. I don't know
Right.
if I'll be able to do one
Tell
tonight.
the guys what time you're going on those shows, and then they can follow you if
Yeah, so
if
we'll
they
be
want.
on the terrace as soon as the Arsenal game's done, and then straight over to Judge Mo's from that.
So guys, make sure you follow Will in those shows. He'll be there. Make sure you smash a like wherever he goes, and smash a like for this stream here. Yeah. So, and when are we next on now? Probably, I want to say the next watch along.
We got a game this
obviously,
weekend, don't we?
Sorry.
Don't we have a game this weekend or no?
Yeah, we got a game on Sunday.
Sunday,
so
Bournemouth.
Sunday PM. I think it's a 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock kickoff. 2 o'clock kickoff Sunday. So we'll be on for that.
Well, it's 9 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah. So it's, for you guys, going to be extra early, for sure.
9
So
a.m.
we'll be on for that. So yeah, look forward to seeing you guys then. Sorry that today wasn't as good. We didn't get the result that we wanted, but nonetheless, it's still good to be on here with you guys, sharing our thoughts and what have you for the Spurs team, and in the hope that we get another game there. Guys, if there isn't any final thoughts, we can close the show. Dietrich, any final thoughts, man, before Sunday?
Yeah, Inter's number 1 in the league. That's my thought. And
guys, Will, you care to do the outro, man? Guys, make sure you follow us. Make sure you follow us for the watch along on the last day of the year, in the hope that we get the 3 points. And if you don't join us, then have a fantastic end of the year with your loved ones. Whatever you do, be safe.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you guys. Be safe, be proud, and as Will says, I'll let him take that out.
Forza Nerazzurri.
Stop that.
Remember,
be safe, be proud,
Saliba.
Keep it who?
Right. Stay strong, stay Spurs. See you guys
There
next
we go. Come on, you Spurs.
The first game we look for, Robbie. Tottenham away. When we got Tottenham away.